Okay, it's not as stupid as it sounds. 3D printing airsoft BBs. So I started getting back into Nerf a little bit, and I was like, how can I apply 3D printing to Nerf without modifications? Because I've 3D printed Nerf mods before. Example A. I wanted to do something different. So with the whole coronavirus thing and not being able to leave the house, if I get back into Nerf with the whole coronavirus thing, I can't actually have a war with other people. So the next logical step is shooting targets. Nerf guns suck for shooting targets, mate. Modified Nerf guns also suck for shooting targets, mate. So, what's the next logical step? Airsoft guns are pretty good for shooting targets, and it can be fun. I have an airsoft gun. So maybe we do that. What could I 3D print for that? What about the BBs? We're gonna see if this works. Chances are it doesn't, but if it does, you have a really boring video that you can watch to pass the time while you're stuck in your house. You're welcome. One will print a single BB in Amazon Basics white PLA filament. The other one will print one BB in AIO Robotics red PLA filament. Okay, it's about a day later. Now, like I said, it might sound like a stupid idea. 3D printing airsoft BBs, like how stupid is that? Kind of stupid. We're gonna find out today. So 2 cartridges, which I only have 2 left, and yes, I have shot this box before with this gun, but I only have 2 CO2 cartridges left, so we can only do so many shots. We have some BBs here, which we'll get to in a second, and we have some targets. These are failed 3D prints or stuff like that. This was support material for something. This was a print. This was a failed print. As you can see, it broke. Over here, we have some match grade bio BBs from Game Face. These are actually great BBs. This was a 2000 count. You can tell how much I've shot by the fact that that's how much we have left. This right here, the first time that I got an airsoft gun, it was a spring pistol, just so I could kind of try it out, see if I liked it. This is a 3D printed cup full of these super cheap Chinese BBs that I bought on Amazon when I got my first spring pistol. They came in like a 5,000 count for like 99 cents. So yeah, stupid cheap BBs. Airsoft BB, that's a big rip. I thought I was gonna lose them all. So I was printing them in white and red, but then when I realized that these BBs are white, obviously you can tell if you hold one up, you can tell it's 3D printed, but still it's white. So I ended up printing more in red than white. So I think we have 12 or 13 because they take about 6 minutes to print each, and after you print it, you have to clean it up. So there's a little raft that's connected to it that you pull off. Then you have to clip off the little bit of support. A little flat side from where it got clipped off. You can see right there, kind of, at some 3D printed failed parts. This is really thin because it's a raft, or we have something like this, which is actually kind of solid, but I broke it. So yeah, we have different things to test. Or this has a slightly thicker part, a slightly thinner part. We have some different things. This is just about as thin as this. So we have some different stuff to shoot. But we need to get a cartridge into here. We'll fire some of the normal BBs and then move on to the 3D printed BBs. We have no BBs loaded, dry fire, CO2 only, mag in, safety off. Let's play that in slow motion. So that was shooting nothing. It's actually been a while since I've done this. Our mag holds 16, so I'm just gonna yeah. 16, going hard. Whew. And I think our first target will be this support raft. I have 16 cheap Chinese BBs. Well, we'll see what it does to our little 3D printed friend over there. We have a hit. I think I actually hit it twice, but it knocked it down after the fourth. Ooh. Okay, I'll be honest, I wasn't expecting that. It went straight through. I'm gonna set it back up. I'm gonna try and hit it again, because we still have about a majority mag full of cheap Chinese BBs. So we're gonna hit it again with some cheap Chinese BBs. Should we go white or red 3D print? Okay, well I poured it out and got a ton of red, so I guess we're going red 3D printed BBs. 3D printed versus 3D printed. We have a jam. Does not want to fire. And that BB is in there. Gun is clear. I think it actually fired it off over there. Because there was only one, it appears it's seated weird, so we're gonna load some of these. I didn't do a great job trimming. White 3D printed BB, still going up against the same target. Okay, she fired fine. Let's see if we have a hit. And we do. I thought that we did. I hit right where I hit earlier. So 3D printed BB appears to have the same power. Actually, it looks like it hit it, because you can see how it looked on this side. It looks like it hit it, came through, and knocked that little corner piece off. So white 3D printed BB at this small target did just as good as the other BBs. It worked. Let's step it up to something harder to damage. We're stepping it up to this. This was a failed attempt to make a headphone holder, and well, as you can see, it printed terribly, and that little bit snapped off there. So we were shooting at something about this thick. Now we have this thickness or that. So I'm gonna set both of these up, try and hit them both with first cheap Chinese, then I'm gonna call them cheap Chinese, game face, and 3D printed. One on top of the other. I stacked them one on top of each other, so I'm just gonna shoot in that general area, because with these cheap Chinese BBs, you really can't hit anything. So we're just gonna shoot in that general area and hope that we hit it. Gun is loaded, range is hot. We're going for the target on the right. That just exploded it. Can we get an instant replay on that? Dude, parts like went over here. Okay, up here, dude, there is shattered 3D printed plastic everywhere. We did not hit this one. I'm assuming that means we just obliterated that corner. How did I hit that on the first shot? All right, we're gonna set this back up. This is thinner than this bottom piece, so I do wanna hit the bottom one, because the bottom one is going to be a bit more of a challenge. I think that was a hit. Something hit this rainwater thing. Like, I heard it, like, make that noise. Let's see. Did we hit it in the same place? There's no way. Oh, no, we have a different hit. I thought we hit it in that same spot. It looked like bigger. Small little entry hole and a small little exit hole. We have a small little entry hole right there. In the back, so 3D prints are made with infill, so it just has to do this cross pattern so that it's still strong, you can see, but they don't have to use as much plastic. And it looks like it just cracked the infill. I don't know if you'll be able to see that, but that infill is cracked. It's not blown out like I was expecting it to be, it's just cracked. I'm just too good of a shot, that's what it is. I'm too good of a shot, you're welcome. I'm sorry, but you're welcome. Okay, more cheap Chinese BBs at the target on the right. That's a hit. That one bounced back and hit me in the glasses. That's fine. On the bright side, my glasses are fine. No holes. And I still have my eyes. So let's go check it out. Okay, so we hit it face on in the same spot. Okay, I have a lot of neighbors with Mustangs, so whoever's revving it sounds great. But I'm trying to make a video, so if you could Thank you. We hit it in the same spot and it just did more damage. See, that's what I was expecting. You see that infill right there? I was expecting it to blow out the infill like that. Then it landed, I think like that, and we hit it again on this side, which is a little less thick, but it's different. So here we're hitting it so that it's hitting the infill from the top, but here we're hitting it where it's hitting the infill from the side. And I thought it just buried itself in there, but it didn't. It came in, that's our exit, or that's our entry and our exit, it looks like. There's gonna be so many slow motion bits in this video. The slow motion bits aren't even for y'all. It's because I want to see what this looks like in slow motion. It's a hit. Actually knocked down our first target, which no new holes, but this target. Okay, we didn't actually hit the top one again, so I'm glad we hit that at the beginning because we're not hitting it anymore. Let's bring this over. Let's not look at it yet. There's just shredded plastic everywhere. Let's bring it over here and take a look. Here we go. So we have an impact right there. I don't know if y'all can see that. Focus. There you go. Impact right there. Didn't go through. Looks like it hit it where the infill was the strongest. You can see right there. And they hit it where the infill is the strongest and it stopped. I don't know if you can see there, but we embedded a BB in there. So it looks like it came in from the side and just stuck itself in there. It's so cool. And that whole layer pretty much is broken off. So some good destruction on there. Cheap Chinese BBs. We're gonna try and hit this again with some match grade BBs and some 3D printed BBs. Let's hope that this one gets the job done. Thank you very much. Did we hit the top one? Doesn't look like it. There's 3D printed plastic embedded in the wood. You can see all the dents in the wood, but there's 3D printed plastic embedded in the wood. That's freaking great. I don't know where our hit was. This seems completely fine. Then maybe we did hit this right here, because that hole does look a little bigger. Okay, one more match grade BB just for you guys, and because I'm kind of curious to see what it does to the thicker piece. I think I found our hit, but I don't know how it was enough to knock it over. You can see that's where we hit it twice earlier. We hit it there, and then there's this little nick in the corner that's BB shaped. I think that's our hit. We're gonna set this up again and shoot it with some 3D printed BBs because I don't want to waste any more of these, and we'll see how it does. This is editing me, and I felt like not including a lot of it. The 3D printed BB, it went to be shot, and, well, obviously you didn't see that because it didn't shoot, and it jammed over and over and over again, so I finally got it out and moved on to a new target, so here you go. There is more 3D printed BBs later in the video, so if that's what you're looking for, just hold on, it's coming. Cheap Chinese. I shot it a few more times. Our first shot, jeez. What I'm holding in my hand is really cool. So our first shot, I'm actually gonna get behind the camera. Our first shot went straight through here. It busted all of that plastic right there. Separated the layers, went straight through, and stopped in here. But it knocked it over, and when it knocked it over, our next shot that hit went straight in here, and just embedded itself in there. And then that spun it around, and our last... You can hear the broken 3D printed plastic shaking around. Our last shot went straight through here, busted through. This one is actually impressive because it busted through and then smashed a bunch of the infill on the inside, because this is the solid side, smashed a ton of that infill and went straight down to the bottom. Focus. One went straight down and one went in on the side, and that That is the exit wound. Entry. Exit. I'd say pretty accurate. That was my first shot. Let's check it out. That's how they just bust the entire side. Was that there already? No, there's no way. So it was hit on this side originally, so I flipped it around, and it just hit it from the side, and it cracked the side all the way. Well, it cracked the side all the way around, and it just destroyed this. 2 more match grade BBs, so we're gonna fire both of those at this, then we're gonna fire some 3D printed BBs at this, and then this is our next target. This is the one I'm super curious about. Okay, so, well, yes, I am more accurate now. That just goes to show how much better these are than these cheap ones. 3 shots, 3 kills. Let's check it out. We have entry, and it just blew out some of that infill. Crazy. And still got a little pepper shaker, except it's plastic. And I think that maybe that was a hit. I don't know, once you've hit something enough times, you can't really tell where the new hits are, but I think that was our second hit. Okay, 3D printed BB actually fired. It was not a hit. Ooh! Huh, 3D printed BB actually hit. Let's go check it out. Okay, just the way I grabbed it, the BB's still in there. I think it's gonna fall out. You can kind of see it. That is our entry hole, and it blew out a lot of, oh, there it goes. Red 3D printed BB. But it went in there. Jeez. Didn't do a ton of damage. As you can see, a lot of that infill has already been destroyed. Full mag of cheap China. Full mag of cheap China. You're zoomed in again. You're welcome. Cheap Chinese. That's a hit. Two shots, 2 hits. The first one looked like it just scratched it, so we'll see. Second one, straight in there, and it punched through, and you can see, focus, exit right in there, and it did not go back through. So it went in, out, and stopped on the second layer. Same target, same ammo. Hear that sound. It's shot so much that it's starting to just kind of leak it. So CO2 is just kind of coming out of this slowly. So that means that the shots are getting less and less powerful. We do have another one of these, so we will probably put a new CO2 cartridge in here once this one just stops shooting. Thing on the far right, I have turned around so you can see the infill now. So that'll be interesting. Then we have our new target in the middle and our old first target on the outside. Let's in. No BB. Never mind, there was a BB. Jeez, this like smoke this thing throws on the first like 3 or 4 shots is so cool. This is slow motion smoke. No BB. And I'm finishing them off right now. So we're gonna zoom in again. There we go. Now we can get some slow-mo. This is match grade good BBs versus target. That's a hit. That's a hit. Not sure if that one was a hit. Can we get some slow-mo on those 2 hits, please? We hit there earlier. We hit there earlier. Oh, we do have a new hole on the main body. Either way. So this was our first one. Entry, exit, stopped. This is our second one. Entry, about the same size, a little bit bigger, versus that one right there. versus that 4. So before we hit it down here, and it just blew some of this apart. This time it hit, but it went through this time. It went through. Red BB again. I think that might have been a hit. It was not a hit, and it's starting to sprinkle. So we're gonna try and finish this. First one looks like a hit. Second one jammed. Okay, the first one looked like a hit. I'm really interested. That's a match grade BB. That's a match grade BB. I was wondering if it was still here. Oh, there it is. Okay, 3D printed BB. Looks fairly unscathed. It was just sitting there. And we have a hit. 3D printed BB right there. Actually a fairly big entry wound. Finished shooting 3D printed stuff with 3D printed stuff. Now, I have some fun things to shoot. I'm just gonna unload a ton of cheap Chinese on this and just see what I can hit and see what kind of destruction we can cause. But we have a full magazine of cheap Chinese. And we're just gonna unload it on this box. Woo! Hello, destruction. So I don't think we actually hit this. Doesn't look like it. It just got knocked over. I think we might have hit this. Maybe? I can't see any new holes. We definitely hit this, because I kept shooting at this. Yeah, looks like we have a new hit. There, maybe? Oh no, right there. We have some broken plastic. There, looks like we hit it there, kind of scuffed it. Yeah, not a ton on that. We hit this, and we took out that little top piece. It actually left some of the little fibers, so kind of interesting. We hit this, which I'm excited to see. Yeah, look at that. We hit it on the same spot, and we just blew out that infill. Cool. And this box, I actually like this box. Well, anyway, that was a fun little day of shooting. It kind of became shooting 3D printed stuff instead of shooting 3D printed stuff, but it was neat to see that the concept of 3D printed BBs is a possibility if you could refine how to make them a better sphere and make sure that they always clear the barrel and have the same power as even cheap Chinese BBs. The reason that we tested the cheap Chinese BBs is to see how do they compare to cheap BBs versus how do they compare to good BBs. Turns out they're worse than both, but it was still neat to shoot them, and it was neat to see how 3D printed parts made out of PLA hold up to BBs out of an airsoft gun. 91% of people who watch my channel are not subscribed. So, if you like this video, please smash the like button and subscribe. I have 2 3D printers, I 3D print all the time, so if that's what you enjoy, you will see plenty of it. I also love doing vlogs, but in this time of coronavirus and everything, it is kind of hard to achieve vlogs. So there haven't been as many vlogs. There will be more videos kind of like this. Maybe not shooting airsoft guns because I need more CO2. But if you did like it, please smash the like, smash the subscribe button, and thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Now that I'm finished editing this, I am realizing this is a bit of a longer video than normal, so sorry for the super long video, but one thing that I forgot to mention while I was outside that I'm going to go ahead and mention now, I do have a gaming channel that is pretty new, so go subscribe to get that, go check it out. There is a new season of a server that I host and on Minecraft, forgot to say that. And it's actually really cool. We've got some episodes coming out during this whole time of the virus and being stuck in the house. It's a lot easier to make gaming content than vlog content. So I don't want to put gaming content on this channel, so it's on my gaming channel. So go check it out, go subscribe. Hope you liked the video. Sorry it was long. Okay, peace.